Om Swastiastu. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the time given to me. So, first, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ananda Deni Parmita. So, today I will present essay about the developing English listening material for the 7-year student of junior high school. So, for the introduction, background of research, English is an inevitable need for every student and will later prove to be a very valuable skill to have them both in the learning process and in real life. English teachers in Indonesia rely heavily on the use of student worksheets. The listening activities in the books he studied were very few and the material used in listening activities was not authentic, and teachers in Indonesia view listening as an unimportant skill, while listening is a very important skill. Next, for the purpose, the aim of this research is to design a new product of listening material for the first grade student of junior high school in Singaraja in terms of their approaches towards school-based curriculum and criteria of good listening materials. Next, for the theoretical review, there are 4 points here. The first concept of materials development. Tomlinson defined material is anything used by teacher or learners to facilitate the learning of a language such as videos, and material development is any kind of activities such as game, role plays, and reading. Next, there are characteristics of material development. Next, there are teaching listening. Nunan, listening is an activitas, purposeful process of making sense about what we hear. Next, there are the principles of teaching listening. Based on Nunan, mention the principles of their listening is first, expose students with different ways of information processing system. Next, they are exposed students to different type of listening. They are teacher variant of text, and next they are always consider a quantity and the difficulty of the material. Next, for the methodology. In this research, use type of research use, research and development. It refers to the evaluating material in which the finding of the study are used to develop a new products. And for the participant, first grade student of junior high school in Singaraja. Next, a research began with observation in class. Next, for the finding and discussion, there are 5 points here. The first, the characteristic of good listening material. In characteristic of good listening material, there are 3 characteristics. The first, the compatibility of the material with the school-based curriculum. Next, there are the ordinary presentation of the topic in the material. And the last, the material compatibility with the school-based curriculum was judged from the standard competency and basic competency. Next, there are the characteristics of good listening material based on the good material and listening teaching and learning theories. For the characteristic of good listening material, they are the first, the material should have an impact on the student and arouse learning, curiosity, attention, and interest. Next, there are the materials should give expose to real language which is attained by giving students opportunities to use language in real life communicate activities. Next, the material should expose students with different ways of information processing system, namely bottom-up and top-down processing system. Next, the material should expose students to different type of listening. And the last, the material should be developed by considering different levels of the student academic ability. Next, there are the listening topics which are need to be developed based on the school-based curriculum. In this, research developed topic for listening materials based on the needs of the curriculum is a material guideless learnings. Then the material should follow as closely as possible with curriculum. Next, the listening activities which are need to be developed for the 7 years student of junior high school. Next, necessary activities developed in an activity that meet the characteristic of the material and theory of learning to teach listening the good. The activities affect activity that expose student of the real language activity are exposed. And the last, the listening material development process. Research begins with observation in a class. English teaching activities research found that teachers put a little expensive on listening, though listening is important. So next for the conclusion, the final product of the research is a set of listening material in form of 3 student books, 1 teacher books, and listening tape in the form of a DVD. The listening topic which are need to be developed are the topic which are developed based on the standards, competency, and basic competency of the school-based curriculum for the 7 years of junior high school, which are divided into 2 semesters. Next, there are the activities which are need to be developed based on the school-based curriculum for the 7 years of junior high school and criteria of good listening. Material are activities which attract student attention and prove their curiosity towards the learning process, activities which provide chance for the student to study the language, not about the language. So that's all material for today, and thank you for attention. I close with Brahma Santi. Om Santi Santi Santi.